was all a dream. Related to killers and dope fiends. Cousin was moving at 14. White things but no porcelain. How could they sleep on this poor thing? What I foreseen was a sure thing.
Laker Nation, what's going on? Welcome into NBA Now from Chat Sports. Shout out to our guy Uno Hype for the new intro video and intro music. He's got all of his songs on Spotify, SoundCloud, or wherever you get your music, so go check him out today. I want to start out with this from Avery Bradley. Obviously, he's been dealing with a stress reaction in his leg. It's kept him out of games for the Lakers since early November. He was playing really well for the Lakers, but now head coach Frank Vogel said he's clear for full contact in practice, and he should be returning on this road trip that the Lakers are about to be on here, which is coming up really soon. So obviously Avery Bradley, like I said, played well for the Lakers in the time that he did get to play. 9.6 points per game, 3.2 rebounds, only 1.8 assists because, let's face it, he may be the starting point guard, but he's definitely not handling the ball. That is LeBron James' responsibility. Now, he only shot 28.6% from beyond the three-point arc, but I think he's way too good of a shooter to keep that low percentage up. I think he'll improve that gradually as the year goes on and as he gets healthy once again. But one of the main things about Avery Bradley is that his stats don't show up in the box sheet, or what he does not show up in the box score. He's really a great defensive player, and that's really what he does. Now, when he returns, this is what the Lakers lineup is going to look like once again, at least what I would project it to look like once again. Avery Bradley in there at the starting point guard position with Danny Green at the 2 guard. LeBron James back in at the small forward position with Anthony Davis and, of course, JaVale McGee down anchoring the middle. It's really just such a good defensive lineup because Danny Green and Avery Bradley both can guard either guard position, and they're really good at what they do. Anthony Davis, obviously a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and LeBron James guarding the best wing on the other side of the floor. Now, in that road trip that Frank Vogel said Avery Bradley should return on, here is who they are playing. They've got the Orlando Magic up first, and then the Miami Heat, Atlanta Hawks, Indiana Pacers, and Milwaukee Bucks. Now, you know, the Orlando Magic, the Atlanta Hawks are not really much of a threat. The Indiana Pacers are so inconsistent, we don't know what we'll get there. However, that Miami Heat game, the second game of this 5-game road trip, is where I think Avery Bradley should be back by. Now, he could be back for the Orlando game, but he needs to be back for that Miami game because they've got guys like Goran Dragic off the bench. Tyler Hero's been playing really well. Kendrick Nunn. Those are all guys that you're going to need someone like Avery Bradley to guard. So I think that road trip to Miami, who's been a really hot team unexpectedly, is going to be really important. Now, that Miami Heat team, like I said, has been rolling out lineups with all kinds of different guards in the backcourt. They got Kendrick Nunn, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler's been in that starting 5, obviously playing a huge role. I would expect him to guard LeBron James in that matchup. And then a guy like Bam Adebayo down low is going to show as a huge matchup problem for the Lakers. They're going to have to put JaVale McGee on him, maybe even Anthony Davis, whoever it may be. This is a dynamic Heat team, and the services of Avery Bradley would be gladly welcomed back in that game. Now, Laker fans, that first game of the road trip is against the Orlando Magic on Wednesday night. And here's what you're going to do. We're going to put the pinned comment down below. You go predict the score, and the first person to predict the correct score is going to get a free LeBron James Lakers hoodie. So again, that's going to be the pinned comment. You're probably going to get hit with an ad break if you're watching this on YouTube right now, but that's okay. During that ad break, you just scroll on down to the pinned comment, predict the score. If you're the first one to get it right, we'll hook you up with a free LeBron James hoodie. Now, before I get into my next segment, that free hoodie that we mentioned, the free LeBron James hoodie, is thanks to our ad sponsors at Fanatics, who are hooking you up with some of the best deals on Lakers gear all season long. If you don't win the hoodie, that's okay. You can go get one yourself at chatsports.com/Lakers3. That LeBron James hoodie, when you use that specific link, chatsports.com/Lakers3, you're going to get a great deal on that hoodie. Maybe you don't want the hoodie. Maybe you want a jacket. Go to chatsports.com/Lakers. Lakers4, and you're going to get a starter purple and gold track jacket. It's honestly probably what I would buy myself if I was going to get one of these. That's chatsports.com/Lakers4. And finally, maybe you're looking for some more gifts around the holiday season for all your loved ones, all your family members, maybe some other Laker fans in the family. Go to chatsports.com/Lakers, and Fanatics is hooking you up with 65% off all Lakers gear right now. Go to chatsports.com/Lakers to get that deal. Let's get into the next rumor here. Dwight Howard says he wanted a non-guaranteed deal, that non-guaranteed deal that he got from the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, when he signed with LA, obviously it came after the DeMarcus Cousins injury. A lot of people were like, I don't know if he's going to be able to play at a high level. They thought Rob Pelinka might have, gotten him to agree to a non-guaranteed deal. But Dwight Howard said, he wanted that non-guarantee himself so that he could prove himself to the Lakers team, the Lakers organization, his teammates, the fans. And honestly, I truly believe he's done that. Dwight Howard has proven himself as a valuable member of this Lakers team this year. Here are his stats this season so far: 7 points per game, 7 rebounds, 1.4 blocks, and shooting 74.2% from the field. Now, he's not starting, but he is playing more of those starter minutes. JaVale McGee gets to start. Dwight Howard comes in and plays a huge role off the bench, goes in, makes some energetic alley-oop plays, makes some great defensive plays, and is bringing down rebounds and shooting the ball at a really efficient rate because everything's coming around the rim for Dwight Howard right now. Now let's compare him from this year's Dwight Howard to the 2012-2013 Dwight Howard. That is the Dwight Howard that first came to the Los Angeles Lakers when it was Kobe and Steve Nash and everything was supposed to be great, but it wasn't that great. Now, obviously those numbers in 2012-2013 look a lot better just on the surface. 17.1 points per game, 12.4 rebounds, 2.4 blocks. But here's where I want to turn your attention to. His field goal percentage during those Laker days, 57.8% from the field, and he was playing 36 minutes per game. He's obviously only playing 20 minutes per game this year. He's shooting 74.2% from the field. Here's the thing. Dwight Howard in 2012-2013 didn't know his role. He still wanted to be the guy, but now he realizes that's not where he's at in his career, and he's playing much more efficient basketball. That's why he's shooting 74% from the field, because he's accepted his role, he's embraced his role, and now he's trying to prove himself as a valuable member of this team. And then when we talk about player efficiency rating, that is the players that do the most with the amount of minutes they're given, the most efficient players on the floor for the Lakers, Dwight Howard is in that top 5. You've got Anthony Davis, who's just above the rest of the pack at 29.08 PER. LeBron at about a 27 PER. JaVale McGee, 21. Rondo's at 18.36, but that is a little inflated because he hasn't played many games. But then Dwight Howard right there at 17.25. So when he's on the floor, you know that he is going to be efficient and he's going to make a difference on the other end of the floor. That's why this non-guaranteed deal has already paid off for both him and the Lakers. He has proven himself, again, as an efficient and valuable member of this Los Angeles Lakers team. Now, I want to throw this question out there. This was a non-guaranteed deal for Dwight Howard, but it was still a beautiful chunk of money for just the average everyday Joe. So what is the first thing you would buy with the money that is given in the NBA contract? So let's say you're out there, you get a $5 million NBA contract. What are you going to buy with that? Look, I know it's an NBA contract, but I'm trying to get season floor tickets. So that's what I'd buy with my NBA contract. Let me know what you would get in the comment section below. Now, before I break down this last little segment, which I think you're going to really enjoy if you're a Lakers fan, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors at BetDSI. Look, the Lakers are basically running the NBA this year. They're a safe bet almost every single night, and the best place to place that bet is at BetDSI. So go to chatsports.com/bet. Go put your first bet down. They're going to hook you up with a nice little deposit bonus. It's a great deal at chatsports.com/bet. Make some money betting on some Lakers games this season. So let's get into it. Is Anthony Davis an actual MVP candidate? Look, I'll be honest. Coming into the season, I was like, hey, he's going to be incredible. AD is a top 10 player in the league right now. But I didn't think he'd be in the MVP conversation. Now, I'm changing my mind. After what I saw in that Minnesota Timberwolves game, I truly believe AD is an MVP candidate. He should be in the conversation, especially because he gets it done on both ends of the floor. Now, I mentioned it just a second ago, but this Timberwolves game was absolutely out of this world from AD. He scored 50 points, pulled down 7 rebounds, dished out 6 assists, which is great for a big man, and he got 4 steals to go along with 1 block, which just shows his defensive and offensive potential, and really just what he does on a consistent basis is disrupts the offense. The flow of the offense for the other team, they almost can't get into it because of what he does. Now, on the year as a whole, 27.7 points per game. He's been playing just really great basketball. 9 rebounds, 3 assists. He's blocking 2.7 blocks or shots per game this year, which is among the league leaders. It's really just incredible what Anthony Davis has been able to do on a consistent basis, night in and night out. Now, the MVP conversation this year has really revolved around 4 players. Anthony Davis hasn't really been thrusted into that conversation quite yet. Now I am putting him in that conversation, but these are the 4 that have regularly been mentioned for the MVP. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks. Luka Doncic is having a great year for the Dallas Mavericks. LeBron James, of course, for the Lakers already. And then James Harden of the Houston Rockets. Outside of those 4, people have, not really mentioned anybody else. Well, hello, I want to shout out the new MVP conversation, and that's these four: AD, Giannis, Luka, and LeBron. Because, I still like James Harden, but he doesn't get it done on both ends of the floor as well as AD does, or as well as LeBron does. He's not doing it efficiently as Giannis and Luka. So here's what we've got. Look, when he stacks up against the rest of the league, it's pretty incredible. It's 27.7 points per game and 9 rebounds. Giannis is right there at 30 points per game, but he's pulling down 13 rebounds and dishing out 5 assists. He's a great defender as well. Luka's averaging a near triple-double. Same with LeBron James. Now, if Anthony Davis really wants to make a push for that MVP trophy, I think the only thing he's going to have to do is up that rebounding to 10 per game and average a double-double on a consistent basis. Because, let's face it, he's already the best defender on this list. I mean, when you talk about the Defensive Player of the Year award, he's right up there too. I'd put him at number 1, honestly. I think he is the favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year so far, along with Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Bucks. You can't count him out because he can guard down low, he can guard the wing. Rudy Gobert, of course, you can't count him out either because he's always going to block every shot. And the Jazz just aren't good enough, I don't think, right now to put him at the top of this Defensive Player of the Year conversation. Kawhi Leonard would probably be higher if it weren't for the load management games. And I've actually got Ben Simmons in my top 5 as well. I think he's been playing some incredible defense for the Philadelphia 76ers, just not enough to be number 1. So when you talk about defensive and offensive potential, or, skill, Anthony Davis is right there. He's at the top. He's number 1 when it comes to both sides of the ball. So you have to put him in the MVP conversation. I'm not picking him as my MVP right now, but maybe if he keeps this level of play up, I'll put him in there. But who is your pick for MVP of the 2019-2020 season? I know it's a young season. We're only about 20 games in, but we know a lot. So who is your MVP? Is it LeBron? Is it Giannis? Is it AD? Is it Luka? Maybe it's James Harden, whoever it may be. Let me know in the comment section below.